So the Red Baron update just released for Marauders, which means that the entirety of your progress has now been wiped. So I wanted to go through the patch notes really quickly. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to go and read them for yourselves. But without further ado, let's jump straight into them. So starting off with known problems. Localization may be incorrect or missing due to content changes. You may need to reset your graphics settings and key bindings as we have added more options. Disappearing items, including containers, have had our full attention and some efforts have been made to alleviate the issue, but due to its obscurity and complexity, we cannot confirm if it's fixed and may still occur. So that kind of sucks, but hopefully it is fixed and won't happen anymore. So moving on to the new things that were added with the Red Baron update. So obviously the Red Baron boss, 5 loadout variations, Baron head and body unlockable cosmetic, the Strike Frigate, which is the Red Baron's personal frigate, increased locations per raid, up to 3 raid locations can now spawn in space, which is absolutely fantastic. Makes it so hopefully less players will leave the raids just to reroll and get a different map. Maximum of 40 players per server now, up to 10 crews. I think it was 6 before, so quite a few more players per raid. 40% increase to the space map size. Raid missions. Raids provide players up to 3 missions to complete rewarding faction XP, and the missions you get are for that raid specifically. So there's no more just getting random missions and having to re-roll the maps until you get the one you need. As soon as you enter the raid, it'll give you missions for whatever's in that raid. Market trades, so this is what's replacing daily contracts. These will refresh every 24 hours and will contain trades for potentially rare loot. The M712 special variant chambered in 45 ACP with a 20 round capacity was added, a suppressor for said pistol and the M712 special, so the one with the 45 ACP, L1A1 assault rifle 300 Magnum, so the beast of an assault rifle with a 20 round capacity. I can't wait to give this one a try. It looks like an absolute monster. It also has extended mag and a compensator for it. There's a new armor type, blast armor. So this armor mitigates damage taken from inside a ship shot by another ship. So this is kind of interesting. I would imagine it's to encourage spaceship combat instead of just going straight into the space station, whatever that space station may be. So there's a heavy pilot armor, heavy pilot helmet, pilot armor, pilot helmet. So these are all blast armors. A Baron cap was also added. Items such as heavy PSH helmet, diamonds, banknotes, and silver rings were added. There's 5 new linear contracts. So for the Zero to Hero quest line, 35 market deals / trades now available with various dealer types. So I believe that refers to the market trades that I was talking about earlier. SAS operative body cosmetic now unlockable. The L1A1 can be found in the KA strongbox as well as its attachments. And the Red Baron and his Strike Frigate have a 20% spawn rate. Now they did mention that following the update, the spawn rate for this would be a little bit higher, and then they would tune it down maybe a little bit just to give people a chance to actually get in combat with the Red Baron. Changes. Flak vests now have blast armor value. Pods are now targeted by AI ships and turrets, so be careful when extracting. You might want to destroy those turrets prior to just getting out and using your pods to breach other ships. So this is a very good change in my opinion. Zero to Hero campaign now gives more pirate faction XP, enough to get the player to level 10 of the pirate faction when the missions are complete. Cosmetics outside the basic raider set have had their cost increased. Cosmetics that were missing their requirements now have them, and post-raid statistics including what weapon killed you, accuracy, and much more. So this is very interesting. I'm curious to see what all is detailed in the post-raid stats. So moving on to the art, so this is like revamping certain art and models. So Strike Frigate interior map, which is the Red Baron's frigate, space debris and asteroid pass, moving asteroids, 16 market avatars added, new jump gate model, market given its own scene in the main menu, some tweaking to the shop market widgets, and lighting and scene setup for market background. Moving on to balancing. So scout ships can now be bought from the Kingdom Alliance traders. So that's like the upgraded Rust Bucket. Sten suppressor, Uzi suppressor, and MP40 suppressor now have less complicated recipe requirements. Repo Man, so that's the mission that required you to examine the half-track bike, can now be completed by examining any forklift in all of the raid locations. Thompson damage increased from 25 to 26. Mac 10 damage increased from 22 to 24. MP40 damage increased from 24 to 25. And Heavy Thompson damage increased from 25 to 26. The MP40 now has a 10% reduction in recoil. It is now craftable. The PPSH is no longer craftable and was added to the trader. The MP40 was now removed from the trader, considering that it's now a mid-tier weapon with the aforementioned changes. 30% increase to the ammo amount spawning in an ammo container. Weapons in the trader no longer contain ammo. There goes my 5.56 supply. Sten, Mat 49, and Uzi have had around a 50% reduction in cost/value. Hidden Stash and Repo Man now only require 1 second to examine to prevent confusion with multiples required. So people were often confused. They thought they had to find like 3 half-track bikes when it was actually you just needed to examine it for 3 seconds. Same thing for the Hidden Stash, so now you just need to hold it for 1 second. Commando squads now have the same spawn rate in Asteroid Mine as other locations. Sack Bag Craft recipe now only requires junk scrap. The Pirate Helmet requires 1 less junk scrap. And the Capital Ship no longer has a main turret, so that one's disabled, but has 2 floating turrets guarding it. So moving on to the UI changes. Market menu is now implemented into the trader window under a new market tab. The appearance menu updated with new cosmetics, Red Baron head, Red Baron body, and the SAS body. When you first spawn into a raid, your in-raid missions appear in the top right of the HUD for a short period of time. In-game inventory has had a rework to show the in-raid mission info breakdowns. End screen now shows in-raid mission results. End raid menu now show raid stats for damage dealt, health healed, shots fired, shots hit, headshots, amount looted, breaches, ships disabled, shanks, and close calls. So close calls being bullets that almost hit you. When you die, the end of raid menu now shows you what weapon was used to kill you and where the shot that killed you hit, which is awesome. New UI on items to show when armor has a blast armor value. Change the way you set screen resolution and windowed mode in the options menu. New settings in the option menu for setting UI scale, which is great. When unlocked, the vault door now says vault door instead of just door. So I imagine that's to prevent people from just camping in there and pretending like it's not actually been opened. Or yeah, something like that. When ship is at 0 health, UI pop-up now says repair or abandon ship to help let new players know that you can also repair your ship. Updated prestige unlock menu to say trader reputation gets wiped. Also added that you can use prestige points to unlock increased inventory and ship storage. Killing the Red Baron now shows up in the UI of your tracked stats. They updated the in-game exit menu image with new warp exit gate model. So animations, they added animations for the new weapons and retouched some for the Mauser special and added some for the new warp gate changes that were made with the art and all that. So not really pertinent. We're going to move up the sound here. So tweaks to the vault door sound set. They added a new system for playing weapon folly sounds when moving around currently for jump land light and jump land heavy. So that would be like equipment sound when you're jumping with your weapon, and they say that that's going to be expanded upon in the future. New sounds when repairing armor and weapons, new ambient sounds added to the metal space debris. They also added new bullet impact sounds for hitting all material types. There are other changes, but again, you can go read them for yourselves. Moving on to optimizations. So optimize space debris objects tick rate, optimize ship interior components, optimize tick rate for rock space clusters, optimize the exit gate actors / elements, deleted second settings menu that was spawned unnecessarily in the main menu, and ship's network optimization. Moving on to the last part, fixes. So I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm going to go through the most pertinent ones. So various fixes for crashes, various fixes for exploits, various fixes for inventory, which is awesome because there were quite a few inventory bugs. Fixed the bug where the right-click options and split UI elements would appear behind containers and bags pop-up windows, which was really, really frustrating. So that has been fixed. So that would pretty much conclude this video. So again, you can go and read the entirety of your patch notes for yourselves. The link is in the description. There are quite a lot more fixes and changes, but I just wanted to go through the most pertinent ones, or at least the ones that are felt the most important. But yeah, let me know what you think about all these changes and about the update if you've already played it. But with all that being said, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.